Greetings from Podcastville. The Church of What's Happening Now is brought to you by On It. You need some supplements. You need some Alpha Brain to keep that coconut fucking moving. What other company gives you a product if the coconut's not cooking? If you don't like Alpha Brain, keep the product. Don't even send it back. We'll send you back your money. Who does that shit for you? Does the hooker suck your dick? And if you don't like the blowjob, she'll give you the cash back. That never happens in the fucking world. Go to honor.com right now and press in.
Church.
Bam! Get 10% off. Delivered to your house. I can't help you with the metal, but the supplements, I got you all day long. Number 2, you need a gi. You're sitting there going, Joey, I'm thinking about joining Jiu Jitsu. I'm a fat fuck like you. What do I use? A curtain? No. Right now, I got you. A685. Go to fujisports.com right now. The toughest gi out there. They start like $89, the all-purpose one. Get the nice all-purpose light one. They can tug. Let me tell you something. You could kill yourself with that fucking gi. You can hang your fucking self. That's how tough the Fuji fucking gi is right now. Go to fujisports.com right now and press in.
Church.
Another one, 10% off. I'm Johnny 10. Just call me Johnny 10% off. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, get ready to rock, motherfuckers. It's the Church of What's Happening Now coming at you. Kick that fucking mule, Lee. Who the fuck you think you're dealing with on a Monday morning, you bad motherfuckers? Uncle Joey coming direct from the studio of death. I got my man, Professor Joey Alvarado, the inventor of kettle-jitsu, you motherfuckers.
That's right.
Einstein invented the light bulb. Professor invented kettle-jitsu. And the fucking flying Jew, a.k.a. the Christ killer, a.k.a. the Hasid of death. Fucking Lee Syatt. How you guys doing? Listen, if you came to any of the Vegas shows, I want to thank you. I had a great fucking weekend with you guys. You know, I've been home after the Netflix thing, so that's exactly why I scheduled it, just to be peaceful, go to the seafood bar. I saw a lot of you guys at the bar. I saw a lot of you guys outside smoking reefer later on that night. Listen, I had a great time. Thank you very much for coming out and supporting comedy. What's going on, Professor?
Just hustling, man.
Looking
Get ready.
Good, baby boy.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dad saw an interesting picture, and that's what made me call you.
Saw an interesting picture of me?
Yeah, you put a picture of yourself like half nude coming out of the shower, looking like fucking St. Lazarus without the dogs. That's St. Lazarus. You look like St. Lazarus without the dogs, right?
Did I look that old right there? Let me
He's
see.
the man. That's the man. That's the man, San Lasso. And
he's pretty cut up though, so I think
you had
that
a compliment. Well, he was cut up because the food was tough. It's like Jesus on the cross. He wasn't cut up because he was going to fucking Alberto's jiu-jitsu class. He was cut up because things are tough. Things are bad.
Yeah.
There wasn't no fucking, there wasn't no tapatio.
So you saw the picture of the tapatio.
There wasn't no tapatio. There wasn't no salsa. There was no cheese for the nachos. But I saw a picture of you, and it was pretty interesting. You said, I'm 47 years old. And
I turned 47 in a couple weeks.
And you started talking about body weight exercises and kettlebell, blah, blah, blah. And this is the best that you've ever felt in years. Mm-hmm. And it was just interesting because at the age of like 40 or something, you get this thing called like sarcopenia, something like that. Sarcopenia or something. Sarcopenia, where it's you lose a pound of muscle every year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like a bad pound of muscle because it gets replaced by fat. It's like when you look at when you go to a steakhouse and you cut a steak and you see the marbled fat in it.
Yeah.
It just gets. There's more fat and less muscle, you know?
Yeah, for sure. So I didn't know it was called, I knew.
There's a name for it, sarcopenia, something like that. Please, if anybody knows, tweet it. I don't
Google
fucking
it,
know.
Lee.
I'm not. Sorry, is it sarcopenia, something like
Sarcopenia?
Sarcopenia. That's something like that. Sarcopenia. What is the sarcopenia?
Let's see.
I think it's a disease.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sarcopenia, yeah.
Sarco?
At some point in your 30s, you start to lose muscle mass and function. The cause is age-related sarcopenia, sarcopenia.
I mean, I always knew that, like, it's pretty,
I didn't know it was at 30. I thought it was more like at 40.
I just thought, like, as you got older, I didn't know it started at 30. That's pretty cool. I didn't know it was called sarcopenia either.
Yeah, they said you can lose 3 to 5% of your muscle mass each decade after 30.
Yeah.
So a decade is 10
So that's
years.
why a lot of people promote, like, resistance training and stuff like that. That's why it's important, so you can maintain that muscle, you know?
So what happens if you lose muscle? Like, obviously, like the fat, but is there an issue with your body? Like, is it hard to move? And
not necessarily. It's just like, you know, like you've seen how like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
Guy is not nearly as muscular, and so it kind of looks like he's like a little bit more shriveled up, you know. But like, because he had so much muscle before, there's no way you can maintain that forever. You know what I mean, that's the thing about bodybuilders. But like, yeah. So like, you just have to do some kettlebell training and stuff like that. Eat right, and then you're good to go.
Now,
you're not going to have any health problems. Or
so over 40, what do you really strive for? Because a lot of people listen to the podcast a lot younger than that. But you know what, man? If I knew what I knew today, I would have never stopped lifting.
Yeah.
Like, I loved all that shit. I got involved with drugs and comedy and whatever.
Yeah.
Because even when you go to prison, you take good care of yourself in prison.
Yeah, man, you take great shape.
Great shape between the running and the fucking.
I saw Cape Fear with Robert De Niro. I know how. What
Yeah, that
there.
motherfucker got chiseled in there.
I was like, holy.
I love these
shit.
people that give up carbs in jail. They give up carbs for you. You know what I'm saying? They do it for you. No, they give you nothing but carbs in prison. They give you nothing but carbs. They give you everything to fill you. Bread, shitty white bread, shitty fucking grain, shitty rice.
Couldn't imagine.
It's all one level below what you usually fucking get at a shitty fucking restaurant.
The rumor I heard is that Jared gained a lot of weight back.
Sure, from those sperm shakes. He's in there drinking those 6 inches. You don't eat 6 inches in jail. There's no 6 inch and 12 inch. You
Poor
drink
Jared,
6 inches.
Man.
Poor fucking Jared.
Poor
Can you
Jared.
imagine
Well, not
that,
really
bro?
poor Jared. He molested kids.
What exactly did Jared do?
Did he molest kids?
I thought so, right?
I thought he took
or maybe
pictures
child
or
porn. Maybe he
something.
didn't
Yeah,
molest
he
them.
was invented. He was in.
Oh my god, how horrible! So anyway, we're back. We're back
the
to
last 10 years. We've seen, maybe the last 5 years. We've seen a lot of lives just go down the fucking toilet.
Yeah, man. That's
like
crazy.
you're about to. We're about to see.
Oh yeah, no.
One of the greatest, not to me, because I was never really a big motherfucker. I liked him, but then I saw him when I first started comedy, and he was such a cunt. That's the only word I could describe him. I'm sorry to say that. Cosby.
Really, you thought he was a cunt?
He was
back in the
such
day?
a piece of shit when I met him.
Really?
That I just stopped. Like, I never really liked him all that much anyway. I liked the joke that he had about Buck because I related to it. The one special when he's sitting down, I kind of related to that. But he wasn't Richard Pryor.
I never
to me.
caught any of his early stuff.
No, he wasn't Richard Pryor to me. So that moment with me in Colorado Springs, that split moment, why people say don't meet your idols. Like a lot of people don't meet your idols. Just leave it how it is. You don't need to take pictures. You don't need to do nothing.
Yeah.
I went. He wasn't my idol. I just looked up to him as a
Yeah,
comic.
of course.
And as I walked over, he was giving a lecture on comics who work dirty, how they're just bad for the business and they're lazy. And then he started just fucking destroying Eddie Murphy.
Really?
And I turned my back and walked away. I go, you know what? One thing if he was white and destroying Eddie Murphy, but to be black and destroying Eddie Murphy, your own fucking brother and whatever in arms.
And what phase was Eddie Murphy in? Was he in the
This has to be 92. You couldn't touch Eddie Murphy. Fuck him. Fuck Cosby.
Delirious when Delirious.
No, this is 92. So this is
When is that?
Already Delirious came out. Already Raw came out. Already fucking.
So he was at the peak. He was at his peak.
Coming to America already came out. What's the other one they made where when he shoots Delarice in the pinky toe? Harlem fucking Nights,
Harlem
which
Nights,
is a
yeah.
work of fucking. It's a masterpiece in my world.
Dude, Eddie Murphy made a couple.
Dog,
pieces.
and let me tell you something. And for years, and I'm going to tell you people how it is because I'm honest with you. I was in college when Harlem Nights came out. What year did Harlem Nights come out? I think it came out in 92. Let me tell you an interesting thing about Harlem Nights at the time. They came out a little earlier.
89.
89, Harlem Nights.
That's when I graduated.
I was in prison. And let me tell you something about Harlem Nights. Now, when I saw a commercial for it, I go, I'm never going to watch that movie. I thought it was just, they put a bunch of black guys together.
Yeah.
They put a bunch of funny black guys together just to put them together, just to take the money out of your pocket. I watched that movie reluctantly 4 or 5 years later. And today, it has to be in one of my top 10 comedies and maybe my top 20 films.
Nice.
Eddie Murphy was brilliant. Richard Pryor was brilliant. Fucking Red Fox was brilliant. Delarice was brilliant. Fucking, who was the Italian of the 90s? He was in Do the Right Thing. Danny Aiello was brilliant. Every decade had a different
Hall
Italian.
on that too? Arsenio Hall?
What were we talking about?
Do the Right Thing?
Do the Right Thing?
No, Harlem Nights.
Harlem Nights was our center. Yes and no. I can't remember right now. Yeah, was he?
I think he was, wasn't he?
I'm looking at it right now. Let's see.
I love Coming to America. I think that's fucking classic.
Well, 2 is coming out any day now.
What are you talking about?
Coming to America.
No,
2,
they did not make another 2. Shut the fuck
Yes,
up.
they did.
Yeah, he was
No, they
crying,
didn't.
man. He was in it. Yeah,
He was what?
he was crying, man. It must have been like a cameo or something.
Okay, so he wasn't it.
But he was in it. Yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't.
Okay.
it's one of the first Eddie Murphy. What I saw was Trading Places. That one.
Oh, classic.
Even
That's
to a
fucking
kid.
Such a good one, man.
And there's very few movies that like will fully stand up. Like some movies now are good, but like sometimes you're like, this doesn't really stand up. I still like it, but like that.
Yeah, all his like
It's-
early stuff
Dog,
was
I got
really
some
good.
bad news for you guys. 48 Hours still stands up.
Oh fuck yeah! No,
like
I
a
love,
motherfucker.
I love 48 Hours.
Let me
That's
tell you
a
something
fucking
else.
classic.
Trading Places, the prison scene, still stands out as one of the top comedic scenes
Oh,
I've
fuck
ever
yeah,
seen in
fuck
my
that.
fucking life, okay? That's up there with John Candy and Splash. That's how good fucking Eddie Murphy was in the prison scene. When, in the beginning, when he's the handicap.
Yeah,
And he goes up to the cops.
Dude,
and
I know.
tells them
I could probably
he's
do
from
that whole scene.
Duncoon and fucking Hancoon. and-
No, he was like, I was Agent Orange.
I was in.
I was Agent Orange. the quarter blood technique.
Yeah, no, the quarter blood technique
dude.
was in the jail when he's like, so tell
That's
him
what
how
he said.
this is the line that killed.
I'm a karate man. I
used
beat
to-
on the inside.
I used to hang out with this crazy white dude. See, I love Gentiles. They're the nicest people in the world. But you really want to get my dick hard? Give me a crazy redneck Gentile that I
Oh
can
my
sick on
God.
people.
Oh my god.
This guy was my personal bulldog, just out of love. He just loved me, and I loved him. But he loved doing cocaine. He loved 2 things in life: doing cocaine and fucking women. And I'm gonna tell you something to both of your faces: never did somebody do 2 things that good as he did. And I used to see the women he used to fuck on a daily night. And I remember one night he fucked this millionaire chick in his apartment. This guy was worth $3. And he was telling me the story the next morning. Like, I kept calling him. You know when you call somebody, they don't answer the phone, you got to go over there and knock on the door. I'm like, where's the money from last night? He's like, man, he paid me. I mean, we were always cool. But every morning he had a different story about what he did, how he got tied up in a jacuzzi one time and almost drowned, that he picked up a Chinese chick and the chick tied him up to a rubber doll. I mean, this guy had out there. Like, he was out there.
What was he like? Really good looking?
He's
Or?
good looking, southern accent, tall. You know, he probably had a big dick. If I had to guess, he had a big dick. He was 6'4" from North Carolina, and he was fucking a walking riot.
Wow.
Like I said, I was a
And he's just
man,
always doing blow too.
and he would do blow at night. And when he would do blow, he'd really get funny, and the accent would come out. And he was a Tar Heel all the way.
Carolina Tar
Yeah,
Heels.
if you wanted to throw fists, talk some shit about the Tar Heels, he would throw some fists at you too.
Man, and you know, I lived in South Carolina for a long time.
Yeah, the Gamecocks and all that shit.
Gamecocks,
Those people throw fists over that
Oh,
shit.
man, yeah.
But this dude was telling me a story one time how he fucked somebody. Like, guys, somebody big, like somebody worth millions of dollars. Like, he's telling me this, that she's staying at this hotel and that she loves that cocaine and all this shit. And he goes, man, you should have seen. She came in there, I just told her, throw your fur on the fucking... He goes, her fur alone was $80,000, Joey Diaz. He goes, I came on it, just to come on it. I was wiping my dick on it. I mean, he was... I don't even know how we got on poor Carl Hall. If he's listening, anybody know, he lives in Columbus. If anybody gets a hold of Carl Hall, tell him I was talking about him and I sent him my love. We had a great brother, Vince, who was a fisherman, and every day he would go fishing in the Roaring Fork fucking river when I was a kid, and he'd call me in the fucking room. He'd knock. I didn't even have a phone. And he fucking cooked me fish every night, him and his girlfriend, Patty, and she was chubby. So Carl would call her Patty. Her name was Patty, but he would call her Fatty. I'll never forget that.
Oh,
hey, Patty, how you doing? And she would say, fuck you, Carl.
Oh my God, evil.
Evil. So what else is going on, Professor? You've been kettle-jitsu. So yeah, that was just interesting. Now, for people who are at home, and you're 35 years old, barbells towards kettlebells. What's the big difference? Explain to people at home listening. I mean, for me, I feel like the kettlebell is a more functional thing. You could be in a bind, and have an hour to work out in a day and really do a great workout with a 35-pound kettlebell, you know, if you know what you're doing.
What you're doing, exactly.
But then at the other hand, you know, I grew up on weights. I grew up on a straight bar. I don't know nothing about an easy curl bar. I don't know nothing about an iso press machine. I know bench, close grip, behind the neck, front of the neck, bent over row, one arm pulls. You take the bar and you stick it in the corner. Any Puerto Rican bar. You take the thing and you put it in the middle and you can make your own T-bar right at the house. I know all these people. I had friends that make kettle pull machines, pull down. So at what age do you say, you know what, I don't really want to do a conventional fucking workout no more. I don't have 4 days. I don't have time to do my chest, my shoulders, you know, because it's a push and pull routine, right? So push is chest, shoulders, and squat. And then pull is
just all like chin ups.
It's curls.
Well, just really, I mean, back. Like if you do like traditional bodybuilding style training, then they do like split routines, and they'll do chest and back one day.
Right.
But I mean, you could mix it up any way you want. Really, there's no really set way. It's just really how you prefer to do it. You know?
Chest, back, and triceps, and then
they'll do maybe
shoulders,
legs and back,
shoulders, traps.
Yeah, however
shoulders,
you want to split
traps, and fucking biceps.
Some people like to train like that, but no.
6 days. But then you get the kettlebell. That's more functional. So I do 10 sets of fucking swings in 10 minutes, and I've worked basically every muscle group in my fucking body.
You worked a lot, yeah, but you could
a lot.
Like still with the kettlebell, one of my principles that I try to teach is that we try to push, pull, hinge, squat, lunge. And all the workouts, because those are the movements that we do the most in everyday life. And that
fucking burpee, cocksucker.
Well,
I can't do a burpee.
There's ways you can modify it. I have like a ton of different burpee variations.
Listen, you can make a burpee 100 different ways. When I came out of prison, I did so many burpees in prison. When I went to Joe Namath football camp is where I discovered the burpee and the karaoke, where you have to move with your arms and move sideways.
Like that.
Before you did anything at Joe Namath football camp, I was talking to somebody the other day about camps.
Joe Namath football.
He had gone to, I think, Michael Jordan basketball camp. And we were talking about camps, and I said, dog, I went to Willis Reed basketball camp. I went to a bunch of camps. I went to offense, defense, football camp. That's Jack Lambert and Jack Ham. Are you kidding me? If you wanted to be a linebacker, there was a fucking camp that taught you how to be not only a linebacker, but how to kill people.
Yeah.
From that position. I went to 5-star basketball camp, but the best camp I ever went to in my life was Joe Namath football camp. And the reason behind it was that it just wasn't for quarterbacks. Like a lot of quarterbacks went up there. But I liked that they did something that I'd never done before. As soon as you got to Joe Namath football camp, you went to your room, you know, you picked up your package, you went to your fucking dorm, you put your thing down, and you immediately went to your age group. Whatever your age group or what group they were going to put you in, you know, 8 to 9, 9 to 13, 13 to 16. I think I went when I was like in the 7th grade, the first time. The second time, I got left back. That's why I said the first time. And I went from the recommendation of a friend of mine, Chuck McBreen. The first thing they did at Joe Namath football camp was, after you put your fucking clothes down, there was no food, there was nothing. They made you report to a circle, and they tested you on the 40. That's the first thing you did. Sunday morning, fucking, you get that 9 o'clock, first thing you do, the 40, bam. No stretch, no nothing. 40, ready? Boom. Boom, boom. They gave you 2 shots. So you did it, and you got to the front of the back of the line, then you did it again, and they took the best speed. And you didn't know why. But from Monday morning to Saturday when you left, at 7 a.m., you got up at like 6:45, no breakfast, no nothing. And at 7 a.m., you reported to a field. That's how ahead of the game they were. And he'd make you do karaokes, burpees, and then they'd make you do 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 yard, 5 of each, guys.
How old are you?
12.
Jesus Christ.
But this is what you do. This is what you do as a kid. This is how you learn to.
I've done football conditioning, man. That's no joke.
But that's what they didn't let you. They didn't let you run sprints. What they made you do was move your hands to touch your head, and they wanted you to kick your legs out. Kick it. You know how hard that is, guys. No sprints. Do not fucking see me sprinting, because you'll do 25 push-ups in this heat. And you had to do them with a helmet on, no shoulder pads, a helmet, no pads, just a helmet. And you had to get like in a position, go, boom, and you had to start. But he made you go like this with your hands, go back and forth. Right now I'm going all the way down to my sides. Whatever leg was extended, it's the opposite hand. But he wanted your foot to be pointed. That was it. And then you went right to the dorm and you ate whatever the fuck you wanted to eat, French toast, cereal, apples, peaches, whatever. And then Friday, they took you back before you got on the bus, and they said, let's do your 40 again. And you did your 40 again. And do you know that 99% of the people broke their time from Sunday?
Just a week, yeah.
Just stretching. Like, remember when I saw D'Agostino's girlfriend? Before they got married, I saw her run one day, and I had to stop. Professor, I had to stop what I was doing and watch her run, because her running, the form, was perfect. I had not seen that in years. I had a friend who ran marathons. I used to watch him run Hudson County Park when I was a kid, and his form was breathless. Like, when you see somebody running, that's why when you run, you can't run. You're like, remember when Bert ran the 26 mile?
Right.
I took my hat off to him. I didn't torture him like the other guys that made fun of him or anything. What pissed me off is that he didn't go to a coach. Because just 3 sections with a coach, just to teach you little things. Listen,
Yeah, man, I mean-
it's like if I come to you and go, Professor, I got 2 weeks to fight John Wick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got 2 weeks. What is the move? We got 3 moves. We got to pass the guard. I got to break his arm, and that's it. We got 3 weeks to fight John Wick. I don't know any jiu-jitsu. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
don't know
exactly,
anything.
man. Yeah, I mean, to take on a marathon without training or
Anything.
you know,
He didn't
that's
train.
some fucking hardcore
He told
shit.
me the other day that it took him his body a month.
Yeah, I believe it.
His body, it took him. He was in pain.
That's hardcore, man.
He was in pain. He couldn't sleep. He had different problems.
It's no joke,
He had
dude.
everything. That, at the 14-mile mark, he says people stop falling apart.
Oh, hell
16
yeah.
miles, you see people shitting their
I,
pants.
I did a 10K once, and that shit was fucking hard.
How long is a 10K? Like, how many miles?
6 miles, I think.
6.6 miles. It's
Something like that, man.
Something
But, man,
crazy.
like, and I was kind of training for it. My friends that were stationed in Fort Bragg, they wanted to do it. Then they decided they weren't going to do it, so I stopped training. And then the last minute, they decided to do it again, and we did it anyway. After a night of drinking, that shit was fucking. The next day, I was toast, man.
Do you incorporate running now?
I do hiking because like
I see you hike with the dog.
I hike
a
with
lot.
my dog, so like I'll do like not a full on sprint uphill, but I'll do like 30-second, 1 minute intervals of just when I kind of run at a brisk pace, but not full on because of my knee. So
I hate you so
That's a little something for Lee from Las Vegas.
I'm definitely switching your seat now.
you see, yeah, he directed that right to you, too, man. He projected that.
Oh, he's a monster.
Don't smell that bad. These are clean. These are clean.
He's got those fucking like those fish, those cheese fish.
Yeah, you have to.
Farts
No,
right now.
You have to get him in your class so he can lose the weight quicker.
This is
because he has
chili
to
and
stop
sea-
eating fish. If he doesn't stop eating fish, I'm gonna end up passed out here one day.
A nice chili and sea bass tonight
Chili and sea bass.
Every
with
fucking
some lemon
day.
sauce. Nice. Bro, it's Weight Watchers.
Wait, Watchers, can we talk about adding some points to these fish options because he's using it for the free points?
No, that's what you
I'm
do.
getting messed with.
If I told you could eat bananas all day and not gain a pound, what are you going to eat? You're going to eat bananas all day. If you drink the banana, you're going to fucking gain a lot of weight. But if you eat the banana, you'll be fine. You can eat 10 bananas and be fine. And just pop little farts like that from time to time. I sat in Southwest.
start.
I took the 6:40. I took the 7:40 a.m. This morning, and I took a dump before I got on the plane. You know what I'm saying? Empty out from the night before.
Nice.
And I sat next to this lady on the plane. She was a little chubby, cute. And there was a skinny girl that was in the window. The whole plane was packed. It was just me and the skinny chick in the fucking back of the plane. Because when you get to Burbank, you get the board from the back of the plane. So this girl's like got long legs and she's sitting there like, she got the. I don't give a fuck. I put my earphones on. But 20 minutes en route, I blasted one of these.
Oh my
And
god.
it was warm, and they all started staring at the chubby chick next to me. Because I play it cool. Like, I you know what I'm saying? I play it like I don't even smell it.
You passed a buck over
Oh
her,
my
man,
God! I
Joey. That's
blasted
dirty.
3 of them. I could see her sitting there. She knew people were looking at her. She could feel the eyeballs of people looking at her. Poor soul.
Oh my god. That's
She was
the
very
worst.
sweet. We talked at the end. I even said, "Ooh, did you smell that?" She's like, "Oh my God, that was awful."
And you probably ate seafood every day in Vegas.
Oh no, I ate turkey.
Turkey.
I had the roast turkey. That's no point.
That's not turkey.
No
Whatever
points.
that
I had an
smell is.
open turkey sandwich. This is the reason why I go to the South Point. I can't lie to you. Because I go back to my room 9:30, quarter to 10, and I get room service. They bring me an open face turkey sandwich. You don't even, America doesn't even know what those are anymore.
Yeah.
It's it's white people food. It's two pieces of white bread with white meat turkey on top.
Yeah.
Got a little side of stuffing, a little side of mashed potatoes.
No, I know what the open
And
face
3
sandwich is.
containers of fucking cranberry sauce and fucking gravy on the side. I don't touch nothing else. I just take a little bit of the gravy, salt and pepper, and I just eat the fucking white bread and the turkey like a savage. I don't eat the mashed potatoes or the stuffing.
That reminds me of a sandwich that I used to get at this place called Lovebirds. It was like the Thanksgiving turkey sandwich.
I love it. That's the one.
It was just like Thanksgiving on a sandwich.
Yeah, with
man.
cranberry
So,
sauce and stuffing, and oh my god, I love turkey. I fucking love turkey, but it's got to be perfect turkey. Like I went somewhere a couple of months ago, I ordered turkey. It tasted like it was fucking Thanksgiving. It was fucking June. They still had turkey from fucking Thanksgiving. Fuck that shit. I like my turkey fresh, bitch.
Fresh.
Professor, how did you stumble upon kettlebells? What made you, same thing. You just were like,
No,
me
like
try.
what happened was like this is when I owned a gym in Highland Park, and you know we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, man. And I had this business partner, Bill, and he was a good business partner. He was always trying to figure out different things to do, and he was like, "Hey, why don't we get a kettlebell instructor?" And then I was like, you know, I've heard good things about it. I heard it's good for martial arts, but I have no idea what to do. So I was like, yeah, let's check it out. Let's try it, you know. So then he did the research and he found a certified instructor. He started teaching. He taught like the basics, you know, and like, you know, back then nobody really did anything outside of the basics, really. Like nobody really did anything. And I was like, man, I really like this kettlebell stuff, but they just do the same shit over and over and over. And people weren't coming to the boot camp anymore, you know. My back was jacked up. And then after a while, it's just like, you know what, man, like that's when I started experimenting. Actually, man, like when I first started developing kettle-jitsu, I was sitting in the back. I used to live in the back of my gym, man. What a fucking nightmare. With my crazy ass dog and girlfriend too. Oh my God. Anyway, I was stoned, and then I was like, you know what? And I bet you could do jiu-jitsu moves with the kettlebell. So I just would open my door, jump on the mat, grab a kettlebell, and I started doing like hip escapes and rocking chairs. I was like, wow. And then that's when I just opened up Pandora's box and I just started experimenting and started developing all kinds of other shit, you know. Swings from a fighting stance, throwing punches with kettlebells, kettlebell flows, all that stuff, you know. Like nobody had ever really done that before. And then I stumbled upon a guy named Mark DeGrasse. He's the one who actually started the On It Academy. And he had a website. He was selling some kettlebells, and he had some pretty cool videos. He was thinking outside of the box, but not like me, but I liked what he was doing. So I went there to buy some kettlebells and to network, you know. So I got the kettlebells. I was like, hey, man, I want to show you this stuff that I've been developing called kettle-jitsu just to see what you think, you know. And I started doing some flows and stuff, and he was like, hey, man, can I film this? And then he started filming it, and then he was like, dude, we need to do a DVD. And then I was like, really? You want to do a DVD? I was like, cool, man. So that's when it all started. After I did that first DVD, it sold in like 30 countries worldwide, and some people embraced it and was like, cool, finally something new with the kettlebell. And then the traditionalists were like, man, you're not supposed to do that with a kettlebell. You're gonna hurt people. Blah 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 blah. And then like I was like kind of new to the fitness industry, so I didn't know how things work. But since people were buying the DVD, people started asking to get certified by it. And I was like, what? And he's like, my business partner Mark was like, yeah, man, people are gonna want to get certified. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So I started having certifications and people flying out from around the world to come out and get certified, and flying me to like Italy and stuff like that, which is freaking dope, man. I mean, it's pretty cool, man. It's humbling and flattering.
Now, if your workout is an hour long, how much time is involved with kettlebells?
It's like, this is what we do, and that's a misconception. People don't realize that, like with me, body weight and kettlebell are equal. Like I really feel like you should master your body. It's your body, you know. That's what martial arts is mastery of your body, you know. Martial arts, it is movement, you know. So you should know how to do forward and backward rolls and burpees and all kinds of stuff like that, you know, to establish that mind-body connection, you know. Plus, the way I teach, it's imperative to warm up with the body weight only, with no resistance at all. Get your joints ready, get your core firing and everything before you pick up that kettlebell and start swinging it around. And that way, it prevents injury. So in my classes, we do 30 minutes of body weight, 30 minutes of kettlebell. An hour of kettlebell would be fucking brutal, man. It would be fucking brutal, man. So the thing is, we start off with mobility, then we do a little core work, then we do an ab workout, then we do a body weight workout, and then it's time for the kettlebell warm up. And we do a kettlebell warm up, we do intervals, and then we'll turn it into maybe a flow or a pyramid for the end of the workout.
So when I watch you on Facebook Live, that's the end of the class, is the kettlebell
You're catching the last bit of the class right there most of the time. If it's the body weight, that's like probably like our main body weight workout. And if you see the kettlebell workout, that's probably like the last 2 minutes of the
How many
class.
days a week do you go live at 5:30 with the kettlebell thing?
It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:30 a.m. So that's like, usually I'll post like that workout right after that. And then I teach in the evenings and on Saturdays as well. Stuff.
When I came from Cuba, the biggest thing was in the morning was that fucking dude that just died. What's the dude? The inventor blender. What's
The inventor blender? What?
Yeah, he made a blender too that he became fucking rich off. He just died a couple of years ago. It was 90. He kept the whole country fit in the 50s. He would come on at 9 in the morning and you did jumping jacks.
Jack LaLanne?
Jack LaLanne.
Yeah, Jack LaLanne was a fucking man, dude.
What did he invent?
Didn't he
He invented the juicer or something.
He may have invented.
He did something.
Yeah, I
he did
remember
something.
because I remember like he used to do the commercials, but
Jack
before
LaLanne. Yeah.
Jack LaLanne was way ahead of his time.
Yeah, it says
man.
juicer.
It was a juicer. Yeah. He was awesome, man. He was fucking.
But I remember coming from
pioneer.
Cuba in black and white in the morning. I don't know what
My
time
mom
it
used to work
was.
at Jack LaLanne. She said she used to work. Train at Jack LaLanne's gym over here. My mom used to tell me that.
Jack LaLanne Health Spa. Yeah. That came out later on. But when I first started watching Jack LaLanne, I was 9 in the morning. And I remember, like, after about a month, I would get up and do what he was doing. Mm-hmm. You know, and in those days, there wasn't no fucking kettlebells. He was doing this with his arms.
Yeah, but like body weight stuff. He was doing a lot of body weight.
Yeah, he was doing a lot. He looked great. He
was awesome, man.
He would wear like a tight little bodysuit.
Yeah, that little the Jack LaLanne body.
He was old. Even then.
He was old, yeah.
You know, in 1966, he had to be 30-something, 40.
He's probably like one of like the first like fitness stars. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a fitness star back then. There weren't no fitness stars back then. He was a pioneer, man. Jack LaLanne, Google him.
He invented the juicer. Like he was the first one that was putting carrots and olives and fucking spinach.
Smart man. People use those juices like crazy.
Dick. Like when he was serving it. Like now they figured out if you put lemon.
Yeah.
What was it? If you had apple.
Apple, great. But that's the part.
Yeah,
because
because now you have chefs that know how to do the right combinations and stuff like that. Yeah.
Jack LaLanne would just make carrot juice with. There was no ginger.
Put some spinach.
Yeah, like a pig ear in there and shit, and drink it, and fucking people
throw a raw egg in there.
He used to tell me to like juice a ham, juice a donut. What I was doing.
What the fuck? Juice a donut with some fruit.
Juice a donut.
Some kale. Can you imagine if you like make kale juice for people and with pineapple and whatever concoction, but you threw something they didn't know in there, and people were like, something in there is great. You know what I'm saying? You don't know you put your sugar in
we tossed a donut. We tossed in a glazed donut. In there.
Like, I can't believe there's no sugar in it, bitch. I got Cuba in the back. I'm putting sugar in there, fucking with fucking tablespoons.
And they're sitting at home like, why am I not losing weight?
Yeah,
I've been working out. I've been eating all these juices.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy if they cheat, if they make it. I always think about that. Like, that's what, Weight Watchers really, they're not against you eating out, but they want you to ask creepy questions at a restaurant, which I won't ask.
Like what?
Creepy questions?
Yeah, like I won't ask a waiter, excuse me.
I got it here.
Excuse me, how does the fish get fried? Those type of questions drive me crazy.
I hate eating out with people like that.
Yeah, no. I'll pay the tab and leave. Listen, give me that tab for the 4 iced teas. I'm out of here. This guy just embarrassed me to no fucking end. They want you to ask creepy questions like, what is it cooked in?
How's it fried? What kind of oil is it fried in?
Do you know how much fat is in there?
Yeah.
If he puts butter, is it whipped? Or is it whatever? I hate bothering creepy people.
Yeah.
That's fucking Gentile shit.
I hate annoying waiters.
No, because I know they're going to spit in my fucking food. You know what I'm saying? I would. If you tortured me and I was a waiter, I'd spit in your fucking food.
Oh, man, that's the worst.
I'd fling a snot I'd fling a snot in your pork fried rice that you'd be eating and going, this fucking ham is delicious. You beating a fucking snot I swear to God,
that's
they
annoying.
drive me crazy. Like little things, which I don't, so I just keep everything light. But it's weird. Like if you eat a piece of sea bass, it's 0 fucking points. But I get that same sea bass at what's the fucking place in Burbank that I love. And I was going in there for a long time and eating sea bass and going, wow, this is great.
Oh, Morton's?
No, what's the fucking Chinese place? The chain. related to Pete King.
P.F. Chang's.
P.F. Chang's.
P.F. Chang's.
You know how many points the sea bass is at P.F. Chang's? 21.
Well,
I mean,
You get 30. I get 39 for the day.
They toss all kinds of butter in that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Sugar.
That's why.
That's probably why it tastes so good.
Sugar and pork fry. You know, like we have a friend that went on a no sugar diet, and he lost tons of fucking weight.
yeah.
I know. I have a student that did that.
And
I
if
hadn't
you
seen
just-
it. It's amazing.
But the problem is, there's sugar in everything, Professor.
Yeah. But you know, like if you just cut out like sugary drinks, I mean, like in general, dude, like it makes a huge difference, dude. You don't realize how much sugar you're eating. You know,
I was talking to
it
Brent.
makes a huge difference.
I was talking to Brent, the guy who runs Subconscious, and he was saying he gets like a lot of Thai food, but even when he orders, he has to ask them to put like no sugar on the sauce.
Yeah.
even
Some of those sauces in Thai food, or I
Or
can
Chinese,
see that.
that's crazy.
Yeah, and Chinese food too. Yeah, hell yeah, they put some sugar in.
Oh no, all those
That's why you gotta like watch. Yeah, you
oyster
gotta,
sauce.
Yeah,
and
that's
they'll
why
kill
like
you.
that's what you were saying is like that they don't really encourage you to eat out whenever you're on Weight Watchers.
Or eat or ask creepy questions.
That
Like if
too,
you
yeah.
come to my restaurant and say, "Don't put sugar in my Thai," yeah, good. Yeah. I'll put more fucking sugar in there. You fuck. I'll put sativa in. What's that sugar that tastes like sugar but ain't
Stevia.
sugar? Stevia.
Sativa.
I'll stevia you to death. You fuck. No, I'm scared. And that's what, you know. Everything changes after 40. Like I had to go to the doctor for the last 3 months. I've been living in hell. I didn't know what it was. I thought I had stomach cancer, guys.
Oh man.
I had to stop chewing nicotine gum. I changed everything. I stopped eating weird stuff. I didn't know what it was. I even stopped edibles for a month.
Yeah, I remember like I talked to you
edibles.
about a month ago,
Yeah,
and then you said
Well, the edibles I had to stop because of the appetite. You can't listen. There's another dietitian that could deal with edibles at 11 o'clock. There's self-control. There's no self-control.
I get fucking
There really is.
crazy stoner munchies, man.
Not stoner munchies. See, that's the difference. I could smoke pot till the pigeons come home and have an apple, and I'm good.
No, really?
Yeah, I have 2 green apples
There's a
and
difference.
a banana, and I'm good. But edibles, when we eat those Chiba Chews, those expired ones we were eating last week, dog, I went home one night, I think
ones.
like 10 days ago, and I just destroyed the house. Like 2 sandwiches,
Yeah,
and
man.
cold cuts. But this is after 20 minutes of eating healthy food. Like I just don't go home and make a fucking salami sandwich. No,
Yeah.
I go home and have an apple, then I have another apple, then I have a Weight Watchers 2.7 gram protein bar, then I have another one,
And it's good.
and then I'll drink a bunch of water, and if after that I'm still having a hard time, then I just throw the towel in. I go, what am I going to do? I can't control myself. I got to eat this till the end. I got to go deep, and that's what I do. But I couldn't control the edible munchie at night. And every minute after 11 o'clock, like we'd sit here, like let's say we get high at 7:30, the podcast ends at 10. We sit here talking till 11, and the whole time I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat.
Oh fuck yeah.
I
man.
don't have the balls to go to Denny's at night. Like that's the only thing that saves me. I won't go to Denny's. I won't go to 7-Eleven. I won't eat chips. I don't do nothing like that. If I do, you know what else I eat? Before I bail, I have a protein shake.
Yeah.
I have a protein shake. I have a coconut protein
the
shake.
key-
You run the blender at like 2 in the morning.
Oh, I don't give a Frenchman's fuck. They can't hear
The key
it.
to beat the stoner munchies is just don't keep anything bad in your pad. You know.
Well, then you leave the house.
But then you leave the house. And that's what I don't. And
Like,
remember,
after an edible, I am
you
not
got to remember
leaving
one
the
thing,
house
dog.
at all.
I live 100 yards from one of the worst places in the
no,
world for
that's
me.
bad.
For me, it would be destructive. And one night,
is
me
it?
and Lee went in there at 1 in the morning, and
Oh,
we
my
killed it
God.
with our gay friend Eric
Yeah.
at the comedy store, and we killed it.
What place is this?
Yum Yum Donut.
Oh my
They're
god.
open 24 hours.
Fuck that.
And they're Mexicans, which means they look at you. They don't give you food by the ounce. They look at you and go, So I remember I could go in there and get a bagel sandwich, get a coconut fucking on ice,
Right.
which is 1,000 calories alone,
Oh my god.
and then get 2 donuts and sit there, and then get a cup of coffee and sit there and fucking write jokes. But I'm always scared that somebody's going to come off the 101 and rob the joint. I'm going to be in there. That's why I don't go in there late at
Yum.
night.
Oh,
like
my
fucking Denny's?
Why would they rob Yum Yum? Do they have
Who
tons
the
of cash?
fuck-
You think?
do you know the mind of an addict?
They'll
No.
fucking rob
No,
anything.
they'll
man.
rob anything.
Fucking rob anything.
The
They
101
robbed
is-
the donut shut across the street from the gym one day.
Fuck.
I got 5:30 in the morning. We heard some ruckus over there, and later on they held the place up at gunpoint. Later on, we're like, oh shit.
All those
that happened right
places
across the
late
street.
night now, I don't like. I would never want to be at that Denny's when the shit goes off one night, and it's gonna go off.
No.
Go to that Denny's at 1 a.m, and that's some crazy shit over at that Denny's right there.
Like some
Yeah.
Pulp Fiction shit. When the guy
It's
jumped
crazy
around like
shit
that.
over there, and it gets crazy. Listen, when I moved up here, there were hookers on Lancashire at night. Pure, straight up hookers. He got attacked by one night.
Yeah, the
I kept thinking there, going, bro, and I'm not.
You got
prejudiced.
attacked by a prostitute?
she hang out, but it's a long story. She had bandages on her head.
She was in front of the cops.
She had bandages on her head.
Oh my
They
god.
just let her loose from the fucking insane
my
asylum.
God.
That's hysterical. Only
Oh,
these could
wow.
bump it
He
so
abandoned me just like he did at the blackjack table.
But the fucking, it was really weird how I've been going out. My mom had a bar growing up, so I've been out since I was a kid. I used to go out, and then I didn't have a curfew. I was telling my wife that I'm sick of going out at night.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really am at this age. Like I'm sick of it. I have a kid. I'm sick of it.
Yeah,
I was
why
giving
would
Bert
you wanna
Kreischer
go?
a ride home one day, and he goes, my oldest daughter always asks me, Daddy, you going out? He goes, yeah, I'm going out, but I'm just going to do a set, and then I'm coming right home. And the older daughter goes, no. What about just staying home? And you know what? That's what for a long time, I was at war with myself, Professor. You have to go out at night. And now I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it. Like tomorrow, I got a meeting at 8. Tomorrow, my day does not stop. 8, 10:30, 2. I think I got a 4, and I got a 6:30 tomorrow night. Tomorrow, it never fucking ends.
You got a long day tomorrow.
Tomorrow's a long fucking day tomorrow. And it's all white people and talking and pitches and fucking, it starts tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Like whatever I've gone through all year is nothing till now. Then Wednesday, I got to go back down there at 3 to Wilshire Boulevard. I got a hell of a fucking week this week, I can't do that no more like I used to, like 8. Tomorrow, my first meeting is at 8.
I'm over that shit too, man.
Yeah.
I'm pushing 50, man. So like, I don't like going out and hanging out in bars and shit like that. No, and then the next day I have to teach class. Fuck that.
It's so weird how for
can't do that.
years, I remember when I was younger, people would say, you're going to see that your nights are going to get, if I stay out till 2 now and get up at 8 the next day, I'm fucked for the whole week.
You're fucked, yeah.
Never mind having a drink. Like, never mind. I don't know how people go out during the week and have like 4 fucking drinks
That's
on a
crazy.
Wednesday.
I can't do that shit.
That's crazy. Like, you're 30.
No, dude,
Are you fucking crazy?
I could, but I haven't drank in a while, and I drank on Friday night with a few comics. I had 2 drinks, and I Ubered on purpose. But the next morning, I felt like a little. I was almost sick a little bit. I had 2. They were kind of strong drinks, but
Yeah, you better get it together. 29 years old. I had 2 drinks. At 29, I was drinking a fucking bar
Jesus,
and leaving empty bottles everywhere.
I don't like drinking. I've never liked it.
Well, what do you like?
Not much.
You don't like I don't like
I like getting
town.
high.
You like smoking weed and
Yeah.
eating
Yeah, that's the
ganja
thing.
fish.
I eat too much. Have you ever woken up? So, like, let's say you go home, right? You eat and you go to bed. Have you ever woken up at like 4 or 5 and made like a little snack and then went back to bed?
Oh my God! The other night I got up in the middle of the night. I went to get a glass of water, and my friend left a lobster. She left a lobster.
Tail?
What's that sandwich they make downstairs at the South Point?
Lobster roll.
lobster roll. Yeah.
No, lobster grilled cheese.
Oh my
Lobster roll.
goodness.
I got up at 5 in the morning to get water, and I open up. I go, "Oh my God, what is that?" And I saw a lot. I took that piece of bread off and just ate the lobster meat like a savage that I am, and threw the bread and the cheese away, and went right back to bed with lobster bread. I woke up, that sleep apnea mask smelled like fucking lobster shit. I had to wipe it down with fucking Ambisol.
Oh my god.
My God. I usually brush my teeth and Listerine and then go to bed. I got up in the middle of the night, dog. I went to get water and I was still stoned. Yeah. Like sometimes from the edible, you get up in the middle of the night.
Oh
like you're
my
fucking
God, dude.
high, Jack.
Dude, you fucked me up with some shit you gave me one time, man.
Oh, yeah.
Only one time?
Well, I learned my lesson because I think it was on Christmas or something. He was like, "Merry Christmas, Professor." And he hands me a fucking envelope full of stars, and I never ate one of those stars before and shit. And I ate a full one, and I woke up and I was still fucking high, man. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I had to go teach class at 5:30. And then like later I was like, Joey, what the fuck, man? What's up with that fucking star? He's like, oh, I forgot to tell you just to eat half.
Let me tell you something. There's nothing.
That thing was so strong, man. Oh my god.
Nothing worse than waking up and still being high.
Oh man, that shit's crazy, dude. I never experienced that with the edible.
And I do it
I was gonna say we do it like 3 times a week.
Well, like if I sleep, then I wake up and I'm usually like good. But I woke up and I was fucking.
There's 3 days a week that I wake up in the mornings. And I catch myself just staring at the coffee machine. And I have one of those nice ones. Like my wife went out and got a nice coffee machine, so there's no more drama. Yeah. I have no reason to lie to anybody. There are mornings I get up, I walk to the kitchen, and I catch myself staring at the coffee machine.
You get
For
stuck?
10 minutes, I get really stuck. I get really stuck. And then I put the cup in and I press it. And while the coffee's being made.
So this was before you even start the coffee. You just like look at
yeah. You didn't hear what I'm saying?
I'm surprised you don't wake Terry up and
like you put it on and then just like staring at it. So like before you even like start making the coffee,
you have no
get
idea
stuck.
how high I get at night. And
So how long does it take you to make a cup of coffee in the morning?
15. It takes 3 minutes to push the button. There's some mornings I get up and I just lay on the thing on the stove and I just look at the coffee machine. I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't even know where to start. I can't right now. Like, you people think that I'm like, oh, Joe Diaz's tolerance. Joe Diaz pays for that shit in the mornings.
So
There's some mornings I wake up. You ever wake up on the road, you know where the fuck you are. Like, you don't know what, you wake up, you feel like Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now. He woke up in the hotel room, he didn't know where he was, Saigon, Duquesne. There's some mornings I wake up, I don't know where the fuck I am.
Oh my god, that's like some hangover shit.
Like, I wake up some mornings and I don't know what my schedule is till I look at it, even though I went over it before I went to bed. Like, I get up some mornings and I'm out of it, Professor. So I go into the kitchen, the cats are meowing, I'm like, go away. Go away. I gotta focus. I gotta see what the fuck's going on. And then I look at the coffee machine for a little while. Right? And then I'll pop it in and I press the button. And while it's coming out, I run to the bathroom and I pee. And I open up my computer and I press the button to get the computer going. Then I run back into the kitchen and I push stevia in the coffee. And I stir it up real good, like Cuban style. Like I make it like Cuban style. And if I drink that first cup of coffee and I'm still at Mars, then I have another one. But if that cup of coffee usually should deviate the high from the night before. Yeah. Then I wait a couple minutes, I take another pee, maybe that pushes a piece of poop out of my muffler, and that's when I smoke the first smoke.
That's how I start my morning.
Yeah, but if that 2 cups of coffee don't overcome the high, I don't get high. I wait it out, and I know in my heart that whatever my plans are, I got to include a workout in there today. Because the only way I'm going to get this THC out of my body is if I sweat it out and drink it out. So sometimes I say, fuck it, I don't have till 12 o'clock to do Jiu Jitsu or nothing. I'll go in my yard and start swinging kettlebells like an animal, start hitting the bag, and I'll fucking smell it. Once I smell it coming out of me.
You smell the weed
I smell weed,
pores?
Xanax. I can smell everything. The alcohol, the fucking... I smell everything coming out of my fucking anxiety medication. I don't even know if it's Xanax. I don't know what they give me. Whatever the little white pills they give me. But I can smell like the top core you know, guys, come on. Come on, guys. Let's be honest. How much fucking weed do we fucking...
Dude, I was just telling Lee, I was like, I need a weed sponsor because it's like a regular bill of mine now.
It's not even the weed as what we were doing a year ago. Like 2 years ago, Lee and I... Like, if we got high on Monday and Wednesday, on Thursday...
Well, you guys eat a lot of fucking
break a little fucking... So not anymore.
Like, the first time I came on the show, I was just like, you guys were popping that shit like it was
Listen, I was listening to those podcasts. A lot of those podcasts don't even make sense. They're entertaining and shit to a degree because there's nobody here that's whatever. Like, nobody would be... If 3 people are high, what kind of conversation is that? That's not a fucking conversation. That's just, you know...
Yeah.
A giggle fest.
But you got to figure throughout. Whenever I go to a weed store, like when I go to Sunset Herbal, every time I walk in Sunset Herbal, they throw me some type of edible. The latest. Like
Sunset what?
Herbal. Where I go is right over here around the corner. So whenever I go in there, the guy always pulls me aside and goes, bro, try this. This is what's killing motherfuckers. Like, there's times they don't even have shit on the shelves that don't come out. The guy go, hold on, before you leave, I have something for you. And he'll give me some weed.
Is the guy like Armenian or something?
Yeah, and the leader tell me, Joey, I've never smoked weed like that. I come in here with some shit. He gives me some shit that's rocket fuel.
The one-eyed Jew's Armenian?
Did he give you that hash shit that we smoked?
No, that's the one-eyed Jew. Look at the container. That's the
one-eyed
one-eyed
Jew.
Yeah. You don't, no names. You know what I'm saying? Just call him the one-eyed Jew. You don't want his name out there.
All right.
No names. Mira oye guy. It's like the three monkeys. We don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? One monkey covers his eyes, one monkey covers his ears, the other monkey covers his nose. That's the official poster of the church of what's happening now. Mira oye y calla. You don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I don't know. Some guy they drop it off. Don't you pay for it? Yeah, I don't know what I give him. How much is it? I don't know.
I like that, man, because they don't really make hash anymore.
No, that's a Swedish type. That's something dipped in something.
Yeah, you told me it wasn't actually hash, but it reminds me of hash.
Yeah, no, it's got that hashish taste to it.
And
No, it's very
and
good.
the texture as well.
That's good that you at least do you do any CBD products?
I do some CBD vapes and stuff like that.
Does it help you with
I
all
like
the
it.
kettlebell stuff at
For me,
47?
for me, it relaxes me, man. But yeah, man, the thing is you have to know how to rest too, man. And I really got my personal diet on track as well, too. So I eat totally different now, man. I don't even eat any animal products anymore. So I'm just eating clean as fuck.
When you say animal products, what do you mean, Professor?
Anything that has anything from an animal, like milk, cheese, meat, none of that anymore.
So what's your typical diet?
So
Hold on. What is that?
God damn it.
There you go.
Oh, God damn it. It's so rude.
It's killing you, Lee. That's that Chilean sea bass right at you.
That's the worst.
It's the worst. Hey, dude, you're in for a hell of a week this week, man. There's gonna be a lot of hazing going on over here.
I'm gonna go to IKEA and get one of those walls.
Like a fucking fire receptacle. So what's your typical breakfast?
I don't eat. Another thing.
You go to that fucking gym and do those kettlebells with nothing in your stomach?
No, man. I intermittent fast. That's another thing, man. Is intermittent fast. Like Joe Rogan talks about it. Because when I wake up in the morning, I have a shot of espresso. It makes me use the bathroom, and I drink water with lemon. And man, it makes me feel full. But when you work out on an empty stomach like that, you burn a lot more fat as well.
How bad is it?
It's one of those slow creepers.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Oh, his nose.
My shit is. This is whey protein in it. That whey protein, that shit'll kill you. Whey protein mixed with milk and I don't even mix it with milk, with water.
Oh my god.
A cup of whey, like that organic. I get that organic pure protein that on it. They just sent me the Mexican chocolate's clean, Bobby.
Yeah.
That shit is clean, Bobby.
I like their
with some water.
Protein.
Fucking nice and some ice cubes. It's fucking perfect. So what's your bread? All right. So now, what do you eat for lunch? Open that door, Professor, if you don't mind, before Lee dies, just for 2 minutes. Because trust me, it's my fart, and I'm almost dying over here myself. It's tremendous.
So I probably had my first meal around noon, but over this last 8 months that I've stopped eating animal products, I've been kind of learning how to cook and shit, So I eat a lot of beans, rice. I eat a lot of vegan Mexican food, man. But I just don't.
What do you put in the rice? You eat brown rice or white rice?
Just Mexican rice, stuff like that.
So what kind of Mexican? What do you put in the Mexican rice?
Well,
that's the fucking. If you look on Weight Watchers, that's the worst thing. That fried rice.
I actually the last month I've been not eating that many carbs though. So I'll have a taco with some soy meat. But I'll just make it like a taco. I'll put pico de gallo on it,
So you're a vegan right now?
Pretty much. I wasn't at first. I cut out the meat, but the cheese, man, that shit fucking had a hold on me for a minute, And then, but now, so many companies are investing in it, and they're making better vegan cheeses and stuff now. So they have all the stuff that I can cook with to make good vegan food.
What's a vegan cheese that you recommend?
Let me see. Kite Hill. There's a company called Kite Hill.
How do you spell it? Kite Hill?
Kite Hill, yeah. They have good cream cheeses. They also have really good non-dairy yogurts and stuff like that. Oh my god.
But what do you mean let's say you want to make a sandwich? Like, let's say I want to make.
They even have like vegan deli meats and shit like that too, man. They have just about anything you can possibly imagine. They fucking have it, like a vegan.
Well, Subway sandwiches, vegan deli meat. That's like fucking.
Oh man, that's some bad shit right there.
Yeah, that's really.
A lot of that shit. A lot of people don't realize like deli meats, processed meats, bacon, all that shit. That shit's like, is literally labeled as a carcinogen by the World Health Organization and a bunch of other
I have
places.
cut down.
Yeah,
one of the
that stuff is like.
One of the things I have cut down on that I can't believe,
that
I cannot believe, is bacon.
Yeah, that's good, man.
I don't know what.
I mean, like, you know,
with-
everything in moderation, but like.
Bro, I don't mind. Like this week, I had it Friday for Saturday morning. I had it for breakfast. This morning, I had a protein shake. But Saturday, I had breakfast in the room, and I had 2 pieces of bacon.
Yeah.
If they give me 3, I only eat 2.
Yeah.
I only eat 2 pieces because it's 4 points, and I'm pretty good with that. So eggs are free. I could eat 6 eggs for breakfast. They're free, Jack. So
Please don't.
eggs with a tortilla with salsa and black beans. I'm only paying for the tortilla. The salsa.
Yeah, beans, man. I have a whole different appreciation for beans.
Beans are delicious.
Beans are the
are as
shit.
good
But
as
like beans that have like a shitload of protein, plus they have like fiber and other vitamins and stuff in it, like something that meat doesn't really have. Meat doesn't have fiber, but like, you know, we always look at beans as like a side dish. But man, like, you know, I've been doing all this research and stuff since I stopped eating meat, and there's like these blue zones where people live the longest. You know, they have like 5 of them. And there's one in Costa Rica, in Italy, Loma Linda, California, because the Seventh-day Adventists, they don't eat meat. So there's like a lot of vegetarians, and they live the longest out of anybody in the world. So, but all of them eat beans. That's something they have in common. So they like, there's doctors that say like if you eat a cup of beans a day, it'll extend your life by 4 years. Because they're just so good for you, man. You know, but we always look at them as like a side dish or something like that. But in Costa Rica, one of the blue zones, these people, they live off of beans, rice, and corn tortillas. But they just make it all themselves and shit. And these people live to like over 100 years
What's
old.
a blue zone, Professor?
A blue zone is this guy, Dan Retner, I think his name is, in collaboration with National Geographic. They studied all different regions all over the world to see where people live the longest. You know, so they narrowed it down to blue zones because like they had a map and they narrowed it down, and they with the blue marker they just marked all the places, you know, so they just started calling it the blue zones. So in these places they have the highest concentration of centennials. Centennials means people who live past 100.
No, I thought it was Okinawa.
Okinawa is one of the blue zones. Okinawa is one of the blue zones.
But because of their fish intake.
Yeah, but now they're like they used to be the number 1, but what happened is because Japanese has a big Western influence. Now they're getting fast food in Okinawa, so they used to be the best, but now Loma Linda is the number 1 place where the people live the longest. So those are the blue zones. There's a place, I think it's Sardinia, Italy. There's a place in Greece, Costa Rica, and Loma Linda, California.
Let's get something out of the way. If I could eat black beans and rice, Cuban,
Yeah, dude. You could
and
live
fried
off that shit.
bananas every day,
That's a good meal, man.
I would eat that every day.
You could, yeah.
You could even
I
on
could
Weight
live off of
Watchers.
that. I could live. I love.
3-4 ounces of fried bananas is not bad for you.
No,
Just
it's
3
not.
fried
This is plantains.
But what
No.
about, do they put meat in the beans to cook
No,
it?
No.
like Cuban black beans.
No.
Dude, Cuban black beans and rice and plantains is the
Fucking
shit.
delicious
It's
with
the shit.
raw onions.
Oh,
You take
good.
an onion and you get the grater,
Yeah.
and you put it over the
Yeah.
fucking white rice and the black
Yeah.
beans. Let me tell you something. There's a place in Boulder that I dream of every day. They're not open anymore. It was called the Harvest Restaurant. It was just a vegan restaurant. The only thing that they served, the only meat that they had was chicken. They had a certain type of chicken, but that was it. They had vegetarian gazpacho. They had, I used to go there, my credit card. Like, I was addicted to this restaurant.
What did you get?
My best breakfast ever. They had, it was called Swiss granola. It was not in today's standards 1,000 calories, but it didn't matter for me. It was way better than eating eggs for breakfast. And I used to be a runner then. I just come out of the jail. I just come out of prison, so I used to be in the halfway house. I used to go to the Harvest way before I went to the halfway house. Their tea. You know how people say to you, "Oh my God, caffeine." Listen to me, guys. I could drink a Red Bull and pass out. They had a tea, Professor, a regular tea that they gave you. Like when you went there, they said to you, "Do you want the house tea or jasmine?" In those days, and we had Remember, Boulder is where, what's that big company? Celestial Seasonings.
Okay, yeah.
They make like
tea,
that.
the teas, yeah. All those
the
teas.
tea company
yeah,
came out of Boulder, dog. Celestial Seasoning was in Boulder. They have a tea. Look it up. It's called lemon something. Still, Celestial Seasonings has a tea, and it's called lemon something. Guys, I was
Zinger?
lemon zinger.
Lemon zinger.
Oh my God, I was hooked.
What was in it? Was there a lot of caffeine in it?
I don't know. At that time, I was into cocaine. I was into cocaine and
Cocaine's
health.
a hell of a drug.
In 80, after I got locked up, you got to remember what Boulder was in 84. It was the perfect match for me when I got there in 85. Boulder was a place that when you looked at activities, it didn't have like this, that. It had like moonlight hikes. You know what activity was in Boulder? Getting together and fucking dancing till midnight.
It has 0 caffeine.
0 caffeine. No. The tea is delicious. Like I got addicted to the flavor at the time. But they had a house blend there. Was the only tea professor. You ever take a Black Beauty?
No, what is that?
A Black Beauty is a diet pill in the 70s. It's what Liberace was giving Matt Damon in the 70s. If you see that movie with Matt Damon.
Which one?
With Liberace. It's, I don't know. It's an HBO movie. Michael Douglas plays Liberace. But in the 70s, a big thing to give you was...
Douglas plays
Liberace. He's fucking tremendous.
What? Is it good? Is it worth watching?
Yes, it's worth watching because Matt Damon sucks his dick. He talks him into sucking his dick. It breaks your heart. You'll never watch Good Will Hunting the same.
Or The Bourne Identity.
Yeah, Jason Bourne sucking dick. This is the end of the fucking world. What's next?
That was part of his training.
But Black Beauties were these little black things that they gave you. Doctors prescribing to you to get you on diets. Like they were, Exotrim.
What?
What's the shit when you go to pharmacies now? Let me tell you something. You go to a pharmacy now, you buy that diet medication. Those pills you take over the counter, that's just legal speed.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Fuck
but
that.
in my day, they used to give you Black Beauties. We used to pop them and snort them.
Oh my God.
And you feel your eye move a twitch. When you snorted a Black Beauty, your eye would shift a little bit. Like you'd go like, oh my God. I would drink Black Beauties. I would eat Black Beauties and drink Zambuca. I was getting Black Beauties.
Ugh.
Oh my God, I got fucked up one night at Chris Morgan's house.
That's that.
Drinking Zambuca with
like
these
that,
guineas.
What is that stuff? That
It's like fucking peppermint
liqueur.
schnapps.
It's like a liqueur.
It's like a liqueur.
Right?
You can drink 20 bottles.
It's a Greek liqueur.
It's
Zambuca.
Yeah, Zambuca's like
we
an
should drink that
Italian. It's like fucking. It doesn't get you drunk, and it's got 1 million fucking calories in it. It's just pure sugar. But I'll never forget one night drinking a bottle of that with fucking eating those Black Beauties. I was sick for a fucking week.
Oh my God, that sounds.
How do we get
nasty.
on Black Beauties anyway? I don't even know enough.
We're talking about the diet pills and all that shit.
The diet pills were the original Black Beauties. Like
I didn't know that. I never heard of that.
One, and then they had blues or something. I don't remember. I wasn't on a diet in the fucking 70s.
No.
But in 79, 80, I used to go to East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania to get drugs. And one of my big sales was Black Beauties, these little speed pills, because the wrestlers would use them to cut weight.
Why would you snort them though?
You could snort them, you could eat them.
Oh my God.
We'd snort everything. Snort it.
I wasn't much of a snorter.
Me either.
Well, you wait till you snort the next fart that comes out of my head. You'll be a fucking snorter.
You better not.
So see, I could never do like those diet pills would make you jittery and shit.
Yeah.
But they were big in the 70s and 80s. People went off the deep end. That's why it kills me when people are like, well, the opioid problem. Let me tell you something. We've had a problem in this country since 1979 with drugs. Like this country was, what they thought was a problem was never a problem. When the hippies were around, who were the hippies bothering? They were doing acid and they were smoking pot. They weren't bothering nobody. Acid don't make you rob. It's $1 a hit. $2 a hit. Acid don't make you rob. We got hit with an epidemic in 1979.
You think it's because they were protesting?
No, shut the fuck up, protesting. We've been with an epidemic since 1979 that the addiction just keeps rolling off into other things.
Oh yeah, man. People get they get us hooked on all kinds of shit.
No. The first epidemic that we got killed with was a drug named cocaine. And then it's never stopped since then. It's either MDMA. We're always reinventing that crack. Then heroin came back after 9/11, and now the opioid problem is back. It's never fucking stopped. Like, my friend, one of my tightest friends in the world, his kid is in a rehab for the 9th time. He's 20 years old, and my friend calls me. He's like, you know, we had the same problems when we were 20. It was just coke. We just didn't even know it. We didn't know it that we were going to fall into this fucking crisis. There's been a crisis in this country for 30, 40 fucking years. 40 fucking years has been a crisis in this fucking country. There's no war on drugs. That's propaganda for white people to buy into. There hasn't been a war on drug here since fucking 1982. When the government realized how much money there was in cocaine, that was the end of the war on drugs. Whoa. How much is that little chubby Mexican with the belt buckle making? He's in Forbes magazine. He's a little chubby Mexican dude with a belt buckle that fucking has a horse in his living room.
He has a horse in his living room.
He ran out of heat one night, so he burnt $1 million cash. I don't burn the $20 bill. My wife could die of fucking freezing before I burn the 20. And this guy lit $1 million on fucking fire. That's when the epidemic fucking started in this country. There's no opioid epidemic. This is the same epidemic of addiction that has been rolling over in this country for the last 40 fucking years.
Yeah, man.
Where's Tony better, that cocksucker? I want to give some shout outs real quick. Number one, I had a really fucking great time in Vegas. And I want to thank Serena and Tony. They came down. They brought me music, which you're going to install. They brought a present for my daughter. I mean, there were just great people in Vegas this weekend. Frederick Bacham, you know, Randy Villarba, Christina Weeks, Ms. Fizzle, Nancy Jimenez, Adrian Royval, Evan Patrick, Ronnie B., Richard Hernandez, and Disposable Alien Brains. I love all you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love you guys with all my heart. You guys come to the shows and you're like, you know what, man, you help me a lot. Guess what? You guys keep me in fucking check. You guys make me a better fucking man. So I thank you guys. Don't forget, Utah is sold out. We added an extra show on Thursday night in Salt Lake City and Wise Guys, but there's a few tickets left. So if you don't jump on them now, they're going to be gone. Don't come. I'm not adding another show. I'm too old to do fucking 6 shows, cocksucker. And then we got fucking the Kansas City Improv, bitch, August 9th to the 11th. Sharpen your fucking dicks. Uncle Joey's coming straight up humidity. I don't give a fuck. You know, how old were you when Bruce Lee died? Do you remember anything about Bruce Lee?
I think he was already dead by the time I realized who he was.
It's so funny. When Bruce Lee died, the first thing that happened.
When did he die?
Bruce Lee died July of 73. We should be coming up on his anniversary.
See,
right
I was
now.
like 2 years old.
His anniversary should be maybe Wednesday, if I'm correct. When is Bruce Lee's date of birth? Date of death? God bless his soul.
Yeah, he was the man. The godfather of MMA.
Oh, he died on my birthday, July 20th.
There you go, you fucking kiss of death.
15 years before I was born.
Still. See, you were born on Bruce Lee's birthday. That should make you identify some. But it's crazy. If you look, Enter the Dragon was released like 7 days before he died. See what the release date of Enter the Dragon is. This is the creepy shit about this. Like, he Enter the Dragon came out and he died either a week before or a week after.
I didn't know that.
And would it not be in America? Because they're saying in America it got released on the 19th of August, like a month later.
And what about, no, I think it was a little earlier. But this movie, he died. And that's what gave the movie even more popularity. Like, once he died, the movie was in the movie theaters. And they went just fucking nuts, naturally, you know.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, when Bruce Lee first died, like I went to Chinatown, I bought everything I could, you know, I got the Tao Jeet Kune Do, I read everything, and I was really sold on it. But then something really weird happened, Professor. People started bogarting shit. People would have like one scene of Bruce Lee throwing a kick, and they'd get another guy and put a black suit on him and surround that whole movie with Bruce Lee with 3 E's or L-I or Bruce with B-R-O-O-S-E.
Yeah.
It was fucking nonstop. Like, I felt so bad after a while.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch anything anymore. I think Game of Death is one of the worst pieces of shit that's ever been made in my life. Ever. And you know what? It wasn't to be released. Like,
it wasn't.
It just was not to be released. If you would have gone to Bruce Lee and said, Bruce, should we release this? He would have gone, nah, just give it to my kids. Let them see what I was doing with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Danny Inosanto. I mean, he's got a lot of great cast in that movie. The way they put it together at the end, it's just god-awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
God awful. And then I'm gonna tell you what's even worse. Game of Death 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean,
God.
they started. Who sold those?
It's milking that
Like
shit.
I want to know two Chinese guys in the room. We got a great idea.
They milk everything, man.
And they milked it, and then you could tell that, and the books, and the other day Bob Lulinga sent me a book that is just phenomenal on Bruce Lee, and it's like, how many books have they written about this guy in 40 years? We're going on him being dead. How long now?
Yeah.
73, 83, 93, 2003, 2013. We're talking about this guy's been dead 45 fucking years.
And they're still coming out with shit.
I was 10 when he died. That's why it just destroyed my inside. But I still remember that year and a half later of what like his real fans were going through. Like people were going through. We were just getting suckered. It's like when I see,
Yeah, because they wanted to find the next Bruce Lee.
And I'm not putting nobody down here. I'm just telling you how I come at this.
Yeah.
Really, 2 weeks ago you re-release Appetite for Destruction. What and we'll do that. Like, how many fucking Beatle albums have they re-released?
Oh man,
What'd you add to it? A fucking tuba?
Yeah,
We're just idiots. We just keep rebuying the shit.
Yeah,
but
man.
nothing bothers me more when we take a dead person that it's not his voice, and the family has money, but they do stupid things to really slap a fan in the fucking face. Right now, the Ralphie May shit's starting to come out. Like, they're trying to sell his jacket for $50,000 and all this shit.
Yeah.
And it infuriates me. It burns my fucking core. So now they release like some fucking, like some, what do you call those things when you don't put the fucking name down and they donate money and you... Indiegogo. What's the other one?
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. A GoFundMe for... like a special of Ralphie May that some chick taped, like following him around. When Ralphie was in his worst, Ralphie struggled with a lot of fucking things at the end. He struggled with a lot of inner demons. He struggled with his divorce. He struggled with just fucking, what comes with this bullshit. People think that you go to these clubs and people love you and the whole thing, but there's a complete different side of this. There's a political side of it. And the shit you got to deal with in your office, and you don't know about that they paid the agent the deposit, and now the check that they were going to give you is a different amount. You don't know all the aggravations that go with it. So it's just a combination of things, but it's just so weird that they released a book on Ralphie May that he barely fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just took it and just to make money. Like,
yeah.
So, as like a brother and a fan to Ralphie May, last week we had when I taped the thing for Netflix, we took Uki down. I tried to honor him by taking Uki down. He promised her Vegas for a weekend, and I promised, and we went. We had a great time with Uki. And I'm going to take the kid and the daughter and maybe put some type of account together and put like $1 in there every month. I don't fucking know how I'm going to work this. Just so when they get to be 18, I could give them something back. Like the father helped me. The father gave me that fucking stand. The father gave me $1,000 10 times the way I give you a joint. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many times Ralphie gave me money without even asking. You ever been broke and you want to ask somebody for money for $20 and they give you money before you even ask them? Like, they're like, "Yeah, put this in your pocket." And you're like, "Fuck. Thank God I didn't have to ask you." And he would never go to Joey Alvarado and go, "I just gave Lee $100, that fucking miserable." He wouldn't do that. He gave it to you because he wanted to give it to you from fucking his heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't give it to you and then brag to people. I fed Joey for a month. No, what? Don't feed Joey if you're going to tell people. Just feed him. Just be his fucking friend,
Yeah.
So it's just so weird that you get these emails of people trying to exploit one of your friends.
Yeah.
And now it takes me back to, like, when I was a kid, how I felt about, like, Bruce Lee, Like, they just fucked me in the ass. I would pay for these pictures, and they wouldn't even be Bruce Lee. It would be somebody else sent from China. It was a ripoff.
Right.
They just ripped off people.
You ever see that movie, They Call Me Bruce?
Oh, my God. I haven't seen it in years. That's a good movie, though. That's a good fucking movie.
That's a fucking hilarious movie.
That's a hilarious fucking movie. I have not. And, like, some spoofs, some Bruce Lee stuff was okay. Once they started coming out with the cat noises and shit, that would fucking piss me the fuck off. The one dude didn't bother me. There was one Bruce Lee lookalike that came out. His name was Karate the Hong Kong Cat.
I've never even heard of that.
He had new chucks, but he did something different to his new chucks. He put fucking copper piping on his new chucks on the bottom.
Jesus.
So when you hit somebody, so you ever go to a hardware store, you just add for copper piping, and you weld it onto a pipe. You would just fucking crazy glue it to the bottom of fucking octagon new chuck or just a broom handle. Oh, everybody in those days was walking around with bumps in the back of their head and black and bruises on their elbows because that's what you did when you first started new chucks. That's all you did. This move here, always that new chuck came up and either hit you in the face.
Oh man, yeah, I fucked around with those.
Fuck yeah, everybody fucked around with new chucks.
So why did he add metal to his? That seems dangerous.
Because he wanted to fuck you up when he hit you with it. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me about the certification. What do they do next Saturday? They go in there at what time?
It's gonna start at 7 a.m. Saturday morning.
And you feed them and everything.
I'm gonna get him some acai for sure.
Okay.
So it'll last from 7 a.m. to probably about 5 p.m. on both days.
And you cover you do it. That's a lot of fucking.
It's a lot of material to cover, man. You know, because I want people to feel like they're able to teach it. You know, afterwards. So I mean, I make it really simple. I have a simple formula. I use simple protocols to teach. You know. And if you follow those protocols, it's really easy. It's just about remembering the names of the exercises and me teaching them how to do it properly and safely and whatnot, you know. Well, it is a lot of information, though. That's part of the challenge, you know, is you got to study for it. And then it's 2 days of, like, almost 16 hours of training, you know.
Now, how do they study for it? You sent out a pamphlet?
Yeah. Right? Like once you register, I'll send you some study material, some videos, and some documents that you can go over just to look at the routines. Because I give them like a list of all the routines that they have to know and all the exercises, you know. They study it. So like most of the time, the people that do it, they have experience doing it already, you know. They've been doing it for a little while, so they do, you know, it runs really smoothly. But yeah, it's a lot of material. But part of it is like it's like a challenge, you know, too. Like 2 days of kettlebell and bodyweight training. It's pretty brutal, man. So it's gonna test your will a little bit as well, you know. But that's part of the fun too, you know. It's like doing like a Spartan race or something like that, you know, something intense like physical activity like that, you know. So yeah, so my goal is just for people to be able to feel comfortable teaching it afterwards. That's my goal.
It's really weird how you turned me on to the Turkish getup. Like
you love the Turkish getup, huh?
I love the Turkish getup.
Yeah, I love it too, man. But I do it differently.
I think the Turkish getup, honestly, with a kettlebell, is one of the best exercises.
I agree, man. It's an awesome.
I love
exercise.
it as a warm up. Sometimes if I just want to
do
warm
that.
up in
If
my
you do a
backyard,
bodyweight Turkish getup.
Yeah, body weight, no weight.
Absolutely.
You do 5 on each side. There's no stopping it. You know what I'm saying?
This is not gonna last.
This is tremendous tonight.
You see how he reached in there.
This is 3 days in Vegas. This is called Viva Las Vegas. This fragrance.
Those are you're getting the effects of those buffets right now, man.
No, I don't do buffets.
Oh, you don't do the buffet?
Nah, that's
fuck those buffets. I don't do that shit.
I don't do buffet, dog.
Especially now, but like I did it one time in Vegas, and I paid the price for it on the way back.
Oh, you see fingernails and shit. Lee goes in there with his girlfriend, and they drive to Vegas to go to a buffet. But you don't want to smell my ass. Look at them. They'll eat buffet food with the waiters. They bite the bread and put it back.
Act like you've never eaten buffet food. You've probably eaten more buffet food than either of us.
Dog, I swear to God, if I've eaten at a buffet 4 times, it's been a lot in my 55 years.
No.
I thought it was
what about all those times in Vegas when you were broke?
I didn't even go downstairs. I had Joe Rogan. You're fucking crazy. You're on the road with Joe Rogan, dog. One time at the Riv, when they had the Dirty Show at the Riv.
The Dirty Show?
They used to have a Dirty Show at the Riv at
what does that
midnight
mean,
on
dirty
Friday.
show?
That it was a dirty. You could go up there and take your dick out and jump up and down and jerk off on people. It was an hour show. Midnight show, 12 to 12:15, the opener. 12:15 to, like 1 o'clock, the headliner. And Rogan took me one time. And the guy gave me the key to the employee cafeteria. And I was broke as fuck. And I went down and I looked at that food. And it was fucking disgusting. I think all I could eat was like a cheese sandwich. Like that's it. And I drank a free soda.
You ever see that show Bar Rescue?
Yes.
That guy, he goes in those restaurants and it's fucking
nasty.
You're like, oh.
You have to really trust people.
Fuck yeah.
These restaurants around here, this dude here is the king of going into those fucking disgusting.
Well, did you guys see that video of that Asian woman catching those birds and putting them in a plastic bag? She got arrested for cooking them.
Yeah, and what do you think?
my
Those dumplings
God.
you eat? Remember I told you those
I know
dumplings?
I can't get dumplings anymore. You've ruined them for me.
I didn't ruin them. I tried to tell you not to go down there.
Well, then why did you have to tell me about it? Why couldn't I just keep eating?
Because Bourdain went down there. Bourdain killed himself. So those fucking things don't look too good no more, do they? Right or wrong? It's tough to sell those fucking kumchi fucking cat fiddles now after Bourdain ate them and
that's
shit.
nasty, dude.
I wouldn't go down there and eat one of those fucking things if you paid me. You God knows what's in that ball of meat.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
That's what I don't like. No. This guy would go, I want Bourdain. Paula likes. I don't give a fuck what she likes.
I liked it. I
And
was
then
on the show.
he took his father to that lizard place around the
No,
corner.
I did.
They're filthy Mexican people over there. The first time I moved up here, I went to the Y, and I just mentioned it, the Y. This is great. You can lift weights and go around the corner. It was like I said fucking the N-word. The whole place looked at me. They're like, don't go in there. They served like a Jaguar in there like 4 years ago to somebody, and they got sick. They were bleeding out of their
Jaguar?
asshole. This poor bastard.
What do you mean they filled it?
They said like there was fake meat.
Oh, man.
And one day, without
No, they
even knowing,
didn't.
this guy comes up and he says, that place is great. And that's when I knew.
First of all, it's not great. But second of all, they didn't do that. That would be. They have the internet now. There's no.
You can pay to take shit off.
No, you
like
can
Yelp.
not that.
Yes, you can. Yelp, you can pay
Yeah,
to
Yelp,
get the
but
favorable
not news
review.
articles like, hey,
Well,
They
the news
go to
articles, they
Jaguar.
go look for my fucking kidnapping. Go look for the news article when I kidnapped Bella. See if you can find it.
It
You can't find
wasn't
it.
in 19 whatever. It was in
It
2000.
doesn't matter. Shit disappears. Who are you gonna believe? Some fucking article or 20 people at the YMCA that looked at you like
Where
you
are these
said the
20
fucking-
people?
They probably still at the Y working there.
I just don't like them because they put
You
lettuce.
can
in
just
their
tell. You can just, you know how I can tell little things. When I look at your glass and I see fingerprints on your glass to enter your place, that means you're a filthy fucking animal. And the people that are working for you are filthy fucking animals because they have no initiative. I see 20 pieces of fucking fingertips on your fucking restaurant glass. I don't go in there.
Nah.
That's a hostess's job to wipe that fingerprint.
Oh,
do it
yeah,
down.
man. Like, you never...
They're
like,
little things that you
from that
just
show,
go.
you learn, man, like, man, they have to do a lot of cleaning, a lot to have a restaurant. A lot. They have to be clean.
Bro, it takes
all
it
the
takes
fucking
a
time.
lot for me to go to a bar and eat. Number one.
I can see
Those
that.
bars, those crazy onion rings and shit. That since I was a kid. You ever go back there and look at the bartender?
Oh
the
my
guy
God.
that's cooking. Take a look at the guy that's cooking in those bar jobs. You could tell they're not fucking no Phi Beta Kappas. I'm no genius here, but those guys.
Well, I
that
mean,
cook
like
in bars-
nowadays they're getting some like in those like gastro pubs and stuff. They're getting some like really legit chefs now.
Oh no, in those pubs and shit like that. Yeah, but you're paying for it.
But
dog.
you don't want to go to some like
those
fucking,
fucking bar
like a
those-
crazy
and
like,
half those
fucking,
places were around this area. Like the one bar that he went to,
Like
we used to do comedy down there where they were fucking scraping the rats, whatever. We used to do comedy down there. Then they went back to being filthy, and they tried to get Bar Rescue to come back, and they told them to go fuck all those places. There was another place that Bar Rescue went to in Boulder, not the place that. Remember when Red Band got mugged by the magician? Freckles or something like that.
Red who?
A black wizard, but yeah.
Black Wizard. Somebody bugged him with a Black Wizard. Who the fuck, you know? It's Red
magician.
Man. Somebody
Red Man.
robbed him. I
Oh,
don't
Red
know what
Man.
happened. I don't ask
You
questions.
mean the rapper Red Man?
No. A comedian friend of ours. He works with Joe Rogan. Little Red Man. Whatever his name is. I don't know. Brian.
Red Band?
Brian. Yeah, his name is Brian Redman. They did a bunch of bars in Burbank. They did a bunch of bars locally.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I saw
went
one
back.
that
Yeah,
did.
they all went back to being filthy fucking animals.
Yeah.
So it don't matter, bro. If you're a filthy fucking, I can just tell. There's a Cuban place on Victory, down the clock from Alberto's.
Yeah, Mambo's. Yeah, it's Mambo. No,
That's the other place in Glendale.
No,
If you go the other direction, if you
No.
go on Victory,
I know where you're talking about. It's right there before the. Yes, yeah.
across from Costco. No.
Oh, across.
Yeah, no.
Cuban
You
place
don't know.
across from Costco?
Mambo is Glendale, the other direction on Victory.
Mm-hmm.
If you go the other direction on Victory, you go to Costco. Up to the corner, look across the street. There's Costco. You see a McDonald's. When you look to the left, there's a McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Cuban joint in there. I went there for Mercy's baptism.
Oh, I think I know what you're
We went
talking
there a
about.
couple times.
It's
We
in
went
like
there a couple times.
It's in a little shopping center. Right?
Yes, and
Is
the
it
last
next to Pollo Loco or something?
yes, and the last
yeah,
two
I know
times
that.
I went in there was so filthy.
Oh no.
And the food was so fucking old. But what pissed me off was the amount of fingerprints on the glass. It had been like a week and a half since they had cleaned that. So you mean to tell me that one employee in this place had the initiative to wipe that glass down. One of my pet peeves is when I see something on the floor and nobody picks it up. That you walk past it 1,000 times.
You know, I was doing that shit in the ocean today, dude. I was in Long Beach at Rosalie's Dog Beach, and I was like swimming in the water, and I was like, man, I can't just sit here and look at this fucking straw in the ocean. You know? Or there's fucking plastic and shit. So I was like, I'd grab it and I just fucking had to like go throw it away, and I'd come back, and I did that a few times today, man, because fucking people just don't appreciate shit, man. There's fucking all kinds of shit in that water, you know?
Oh, it drives me crazy when I see people walk past something.
Yeah. Like same thing like at the gym, man. You know, like all that tape they put on the shit, it fucking ends up on the floor, and I just can't look at it. I gotta pick it up, man. Just fucking throw it away. Take the initiative and clean that shit up, man. Yeah. That's why the restaurant business is no joke, man. You got to be on top of all that stuff. Otherwise, you know, they come in and they inspect you, and then they fucking fine you.
But let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. Before they inspect you, they call you and tell you they're coming. That's why if you see a restaurant and they don't have an A rating, you can't do business with them. Because you know I'm coming. It's not like I just show up on a Tuesday. They tell you they're coming. They give you adequate date to get all your stuff ready. And then guess what? When you don't have it ready, they give you another notice, and they give you time to get it ready. So if you don't get it ready, you're basically a filthy fucking animal. But sometimes in the LA rating system, it's a B because of simple little things. So you have to look into it. Like sometimes don't be scared. Don't let the rating...
You have to do some investigating.
Some of the best tacos I've ever gotten is from a Mexican dude with dirty hands. Let's be honest. When I see a fucking Mexican lady with gloves on, that's not going to be a good taco. You know what I'm saying? I see a skinny chef, I don't want to do business with that guy.
That's a little extra
I want to see a
flavor.
fat fucking chef. You show me a fat chef, that's a chef. Show me a guy that's got time to do kettlebells, he's a chef. That's not a chef. That's a poster boy. You know what I'm saying? There's something about, you know, the best tacos you get are going to be in a street corner, and the guy's going to have filthy hands. Grease, soda, ice, mustard.
I gotta take you to my favorite vegan taco place, man.
I wouldn't go in there if you fucking paid me.
It's not a place, it's a pop-up.
No, I don't want to see.
You don't do that?
He hates everything you just said. He hates all those words.
Curry, everything.
Curry?
Oh, I hate curry.
No, I think the word pop-up.
Pop-up?
You know,
What's
like
a pop-up?
A pop-up is like they have these like little pop-up restaurants where they set up a tent in front of like
I don't trust them. That means they're gonna leave.
So
They're
you don't do
gypsies.
so you never did like they're not gypsies, man.
They're gypsies. You want me to eat at your restaurant? I've got to be able to come back the next day and complain. You know what I'm saying? You're going to eat and then you.
So you don't eat it like little taco trucks on the side of the road and shit like that?
Unless they come with a big time reputation.
Well, you got six ones.
You know why, man? I've always been disgusted by food. Spanish people call it asco. A mí me da asco. There's certain things that are fucking filthy to me. Like there was a girl, I don't want to mention what nationality she was. I loved her to death. She was one of my best friends, but she was filthy. And because of her nationality, I don't eat her food. Because she was filthy. She wouldn't wash dishes. And nothing pisses me off more than that. But to the point where I would see little flies in the air. Those little gnats and shit.
Yeah.
And she would cook and I'd go over there and she'd go, "You hungry?" No, I never ate her food. Because I knew she was filthy. Good pussy. But she was just filthy. So I'm one of those people. I look at different things. I don't like a lot of weird stuff. Once there's too many moving parts, I don't do it. And I'm like that with Cuban food. I'm very very critical. Cuban, Italian food, very critical because I grew up around it. I grew up around it. I grew up with good food.
Yeah.
I'm very, I don't have a lot of good assets, but one thing is I know good fucking restaurants, and I know when I go to, because I don't judge a restaurant just by the food. I judge it by the overall value. I want to feel there like I ate great, but I also, what I spent was worth the value. And then food today, you get what you pay for. You're not, when you eat $1 steak in Vegas, you're not getting a grade A steak. That steak's been 3 weeks old at the supermarket. They dip it in a chemical, it gets pink again, and you eat it for $1 before it gets old, before they throw it away.
That's fucking
So
disgusting.
you get what you pay for in this world. You really do get what you pay for.
I can agree with that for sure.
So you have to be very careful with what you eat. And I've been like this. You know who instilled this in me? Well, you gotta remember one thing, bro. For me being a fat fuck, I don't eat fast food. I'm not a fast food guy. I just started going back to McDonald's 5 years ago because of my daughter. Before that, I haven't walked into McDonald's. It's gotta be, it was 25 fucking years. Because I wasn't allowed to close that door, Professor. Now we're getting fucking every plane that comes in wants to land down. 9:30 at night, they want to land now. Now Tom Cruise wants to land this fucking plane. I wasn't allowed to eat fast food as a child. So I didn't touch fast food till I was probably 18. Wendy's chicken sandwich was the first fast food.
Good choice.
I would sneak a fucking Big Mac when I went to Miami, because in Miami my cousins were allowed to eat Kentucky Fried Chicken in big McDonald's. But I couldn't tell my mother I would eat it at all. She would not allow me in Kentucky Fried Chicken. As I got older, I like Kentucky. Now I wouldn't walk into Kentucky Fried Chicken. Those chickens are fucking disgusting.
Oh man,
all that fast food is fucking horrible. You know, and I'm not listen, I'm a fat fuck. I'm not an advocate for them, but I think you gotta do yourself a little bit better, you know? If you're gonna eat the best. Like, if I'm gonna eat salami, I'm gonna eat Borzette. I'm gonna go with the best. I'm not gonna eat salami from fucking Subway or fucking one of these Jersey Mike's or one of these shitty fucking chains, you know?
Yeah.
I try to get the best.
I used to love Jersey Mike's.
If you're gonna get cancer, get good cancer. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna get cancer, get it from some good fucking salami. When is the seminar, Professor?
The certification, it's this coming weekend, 21st and 22nd, Saturday and Sunday.
Listen, if you live in the area,
all day long.
If you live in the area, you love fitness.
If you don't live in the area, you can still.
If you don't live in the area, if you love fitness, if you really love your body, if you want a different attack to it, this is the guy to do it. You know, I took a lot of your exercises. You know, I Jeet Kune Do'd it. And you know what, man? I use those bats for my shoulders. I use those bats once a week for recovery for my shoulders from Alvarado. I do the kettlebell swings with the bats, and I twist my wrists, and I do all that. So I borrow from a couple different little principles.
That's Bruce Lee's philosophy: is take what's useful and discard what.
See, Lee and I used to go to a kettlebell place. That guy was very good. He was a Pavlov-based guy.
Pavel.
But then we went to a different place where the guy was a jerk-off-based guy, and he was making us do jerk-off exercises. And in fact, he was hurting us.
Yeah.
Now, in hindsight, we were getting hurt, because I remember going there on a Tuesday and not being able to do shit till Friday.
Yeah, you got to know how to use them, man, because like if you're fucking up your students and hurting your students, they're not going to come back.
They're not going to come back.
You know, so I learned that a long time ago, man, is how to warm up properly about it. It's such a big part of kettlebell training. That's why, like, when people see those workouts on Instagram, they ask me all kinds of questions and they want to go do it. I'm like, hey, man, remember we do a whole warm up before we do this, you know?
Right. It's very scary, because I go to like 3 different gyms now for different reasons, and I see people doing it in a way that I was taught you're gonna get hurt doing that.
Yeah.
And I look at me, I can't tell anyone to like not work out a certain way, but it like you can get really. I like there were people that I worked out with that got really hurt. And had back problems.
Absolutely, dude. I know.
My Achilles for a while was hurting, and I had to adjust and rest for a while. I thought it was gonna snap.
For sure, dude. You know, like if you don't know what you're doing, you try to teach somebody some kettlebell shit, and you fuck up their back, and then their back could be fucked up for life.
I tell people all the time, before you fuck with kettlebells, go work with somebody.
Yeah, go work with.
Go pay with somebody 3 times. 3 times. No, don't, because a lot of people think YouTube is instruction.
Yeah,
I want you, even if, let's say I like Joey Alvarado's workout, but I live in fucking Cleveland. I like Joey Alvarado's workout. I've looked at it. I think I could do it. There's somebody in the area that I can do a private with.
Yeah, it's always good to get some hands-on training.
Hands-on training, dude. Just to look at your back the right way.
Research them and ask them where they get their training.
Right. No, you got to go on their website and read.
I say research everybody, man. Like, and if they, look them up on YouTube, look them up and see what they're doing, and see who they're training too. You know, like there's a lot of all these kettlebell experts out there, man. And you look at them, and you see them on their Instagram doing all kinds of stuff, but you never see them training anybody. You know what I mean? The people who are like in the trenches like me every day teaching people, I teach people. It's my profession, man, so I know how to do it. There's a lot to it, so find a qualified person to teach you the basics and teach you how to warm up and teach you the mechanics of the exercise and stuff like that too.
It's really important.
It's very important with anything, man. Same thing with jiu-jitsu. You're not gonna fucking learn jiu-jitsu off a fucking YouTube video, right?
People do it.
I know. I can imagine.
People do it.
They do it with kettlebells. They do it with barbells, everything, man.
People
they just look it on YouTube and then try to do it. But
didn't Evan Tanner teach himself how to fight from watching fucking videos?
Oh man, jiu-jitsu? I've learned how to do a bunch of shit watching videos.
I watch videos. I get more confused than when I was when I walked into the fucking joint. I keep it simple.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like sometimes with jiu-jitsu, people want to learn everything at once. So they start watching videos and they start getting so deep that they can't even remember the fundamentals. You know what I mean? So like those jiu-jitsu videos and stuff like that, they could actually hurt you, like, because it's just so much information. You can't process everything about jiu-jitsu at once, So you should always, just like kettlebells, you should establish that foundation first, man. Get those basics down and then build off of that.
So you teach this Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
I teach it 6 days a week. So like,
oh, that's right, because the other days are at 10.
No. The Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. and Saturdays at 10 a.m. the kettlebell. And then other than that, like it's all jiu-jitsu. I teach jiu-jitsu as well. So.
And you're covering for Professor now.
I will be. His buddy's here from out of town right now. One of his best friends from Brazil. His name is Alexandra. He's like a 4th degree, and he's been covering the classes, but he's gonna go to New York. So I'll be covering the noon classes and all that stuff as well.
So you have a Saturday 10 a.m. class?
Saturday 10 a.m. man.
That's a good one.
It's a good one, man. That's a cool time. You can sleep in a little bit and then make it over there. Yeah, sure, dude.
10 a.m. is a good time. There's a lot of times I wake up at 4:30. I'm like, I'm going to go see Professor. I'm like, fuck that. Most heart attacks happen from 5:30 to lunchtime. Fuck that shit. Really? Yeah, that's well known. That's why you got to be careful. I'm 55. I don't even need pussy in the mornings no more. Fuck it. I stop.
Conserve your energy?
No, because your heart beats too much. I get too worked up in the morning, so I had to stop.
Yeah.
I can't even give my wife a stabbing no more in the morning, so I just got to keep it simple now in the mornings. I don't do nothing until about 9 o'clock. I don't get really cooking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for coming on, Professor.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me on. I love coming on the show.
What's the YouTube where they can find you?
Kettle-jitsu. If you just Google kettle-jitsu, all my social media and everything will come up.
This guy's one of my all-time favorites, man. That's why I put him on the show. He's a music guy.
I love you, man.
You miss Chris Cornell?
Man, I do. To be honest with you, I still kind of have a hard time, like when a song comes up on the radio, man. I have a hard time listening to it a little bit, because it kind of hurts a little bit, Did you ever see that picture of me and him?
Yeah, the one from Luxembourg.
No, it was in Sweden.
But you were there on a jiu-jitsu tournament.
Yeah, I was on my way to Rome, and I was in a layover, and I was just walking, and he walks right past me. I was like, holy shit! I was like, Chris Cornell, and he turns around and he looks at me, and first of all, I was like, fuck, this man is fucking tall. But that's the first time I was ever starstruck, and like since I was starstruck, he looked even like bigger and larger than life, and I was just like, me, man, I like to talk, but like I was trying to tell him how much his music meant to me, and I think maybe I did, I don't know, but I felt like I was stuttering. I couldn't figure out. I felt stupid. He was just kind of like grinning, like he's like, hey, thanks, man, and he took a picture with me, and man, that was pretty awesome. But yeah, I do miss him, man.
It's crazy when somebody dies. Like Prince died,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson died. I miss him. I miss everybody. Like you listen to the music and go, wow, I can't believe they're gone. But Chris Cornell, whenever I hear, like the other day, I listened to Bad Motorfinger's my shit.
Oh, that's a fucking...
I love Super Unknown.
Yeah.
I love Super Unknown. I
think Bad Motorfinger was the first album where they got everything together.
Now, was the Chinese guy gone for Bad Motorfinger?
Yeah,
the bass player?
Kim Thale, yeah.
No. He's a guitar player. But for the first time, they had a Chinese bass player.
Oh, no, yeah. Hiro Yamamoto.
Yes!
Yeah. No,
yes.
He left after Louder Than Love, I think.
The first one?
No, the first one was Ultra Mega OK.
Ultra Mega OK.
Yeah. And they had a couple EPs before that, and Hiro Yamamoto. And then after that, they were interchanging. They had Jason Everman, that he actually used to be in Nirvana back in the day.
Okay.
The guy with he had long curly hair, kind of like Chris Cornell, but it was red. And they had him through the Louder Than Love tour, because I saw them in Germany together. I actually met them back then at a small little club too. And then after that, that's when they got what's his name, Ben. Fucking awesome bass player.
Now when I lived in Seattle, he owned the club. Somebody owned the club, either the bass player or the drummer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, owned the club right next.
Matt Cameron. That's the drummer for Soundgarden.
Yeah,
best drummer ever besides John Bonham.
Somebody owned the club, like 2 doors down from our friend Josh Wolf's club. He ran on Lobo Loco, and they were on the same block. I never went in there. I didn't want to embarrass myself. I don't know nobody. Mita Oyekai. I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody. Nothing. I love you, Professor. Have a great week. Don't forget,
thank you.
He'll be there this for Saturday, Sunday, 7 a.m. Like I said, if you're looking for something different to push your heights, looking to change your body, looking to get healthy, this is the guy to do it. I mean, we've been dear friends for years, and I use a lot of his principles. He turned me on to the Turkish fucking getup, and now I love it. Don't forget, as usual, supplements, whether it's fucking, what do you think I did this morning when I got up? I had breakfast and I popped 3 Shroom Tech Immunes. Why? Because I'm getting on a plane with a bunch of filthy fucking animals. See, Japanese people, they put a gas mask on. They're prepared for these filthy fucking people. Me, I take fucking Shroom Tech Immune. And before I work out tomorrow morning, it'll be Shroom Tech Sport. And fucking during the week, after my little workouts, what do you think it is? It's the Mexican chocolate, the whey protein. Why? Because I believe in Honor. I believe in their supplements. Go to honor.com right now and press in.
Church.
Bam! And get 10% off delivered right to your fucking door.
That's a bargain.
Best, cleanest supplements out there. Trust what I'm telling you. Number 2, you're looking for mats for your little garage. You want to throw some people around. You're looking for shin guards for Muay Thai. You're looking for nice gloves. You're looking for the fucking best gi out there. You know me, dog. I'm a Fuji sports guy all the way to the end. I love Fuji. I had a couple other gis that were heavy. Fuji is just right. Whether you go for the fucking $96, $89, $79 gi, or you want to up your game with the Psycho 2 redone, the Saporito, or the fucking Elemental, Fuji's the way to fucking go. They're light, they're tough, and they'll fucking take a beating. You understand me? Go to Fujisports.com right now and press in.
Church.
Bam! And get 10% off delivered to your house, plus you're helping out the church, all right? I want to thank Professor Joey Alvarado. I want to thank the Christ Killer. But most importantly, I want to thank you guys. Without you guys, I have got dick nothing. It's Monday morning. Go out there and show them that you're going to fuck them up this week. You're going to blow up the outside world, you bad motherfuckers. It's all about you. Take them to the hoop. Who gives a fuck about what they're thinking? It's about what you're thinking, all right? Stay black. Have a good week. And we'll see you Wednesday morning, tip-top Magoo, ready to go. Have a great fucking day. Kick that fucking Mule Lee.